You're watching this video because you're either an approved recipient of occult information, or you're about to die horribly in an occult fashion. I do hope it's the former. The Ministry has initiated this electronic communications bulletin to keep our employees, agents, operators and allies informed about our continuing efforts to keep the secrets, protect the nation and weaponize occult threats against our enemies. These are difficult times. You may be experiencing issues with morale. Make sure you don't. At this stage, most of the Ministry has transitioned successfully to working from home. Some of you are required on site. You can't do an exorcism over Zoom. Well, most of you can't. But many of you have been able to set up home offices, ritual chambers and laboratories. We're all very proud of how everybody has stepped up. There has been a breach of physical security in the archives. The situation at the facility is in hand, but everybody needs to know that Conrad Shrek is no longer adequately contained and should not be engaged. One of our greatest experts in the mind will be advising you on how best to train your minds to deal with the current situation. We will also hear from our friends at the Bureau of Occult Operations in the United States.
Right. Now, don't mind this garb. I'm blending in with the locals of this time. It's, 2020. What is that? Nearly 8:30? Meditation is one of the most powerful tools in the shed of the experienced Ministry operator. A mangled noodle is the difference between alive and kicking the bucket with one foot in the grave. To practice meditation, it's helpful to have a bland environment, but Ministry operators must be able to maintain a state of Zen-like stupor at all times. Remember, when meditating, you must train your mind to be mega chill to all the external stimulus says. Such as breathe deeply and be aware of your buggered thoughts as if they were merely crumples in the duvet of existence, smushed flies on the windows of time, and here are the wipers to clear them away. Wash your hands, renew your wards, check your Faraday cages. Be gone.
We've had a very interesting report from our friends in America. Here's Bob from the Bureau of Occult Operations with a report on UFOs and 5G.
Hello, Undersecretary. This is Bob from the Bureau of Occult Operations. How's it going out there? I can tell you that from where I'm standing, it's all bangers and mash on the telly. Listen, I've got some footage for you. We've seen a sharp uptick in sightings during the shelter-in-place order. Looks like the UFO engineers are loving it. Well, Men in Black are loving it too. They're working overtime. Whoa, look at that puppy go. Our analysts have connected the increase in sightings to a decrease in cell phones out on the streets these days. We've long noticed that the more cell phones with high-resolution cameras there are out there, the fewer UFOs get filmed. Well, it turns out that 5G radio signals interfere with their navigation systems, which has helped us solve another mystery. Now we can be certain that all the bullshit your wacko friend is posting on Facebook about 5G is actually part of a disinformation campaign. A campaign run by the UFO engineers themselves. Well, that's all I've got. I'll keep you posted.
Thanks for that, Bob. I regret to inform you all that Conrad Shrek has been reconstituted as the result of a remarkably messy accident in the archives. We'd like to welcome Conrad back to undeath. All Ministry staff are instructed to avoid him like the plague. He has sent us a video message. We are broadcasting it as a warning.
Whoa, what the hell is that?
My God, it worked! I'm free! What the hell am I wearing? Bugger! Bugger! You! Stand fast! Don't you run away from me!
Hello? Is this thing working? Feel like looking in a mirror. Now
centuries at least. I look awful. Anyway, not the point. I'd just like to say I'm a little bit miffed. 68 years stuck in a box in lockdown, if you will. When I finally managed to escape, the world's in the middle of a bloody pandemic. Everybody's got to stay at home, or stay alert, whatever the hell that means. Look at them all. Tucked up cosy in their little homes. The one place I can't get to them without an invite. Bugger.
I hope I don't need to tell any of you that if you encounter Conrad Shrek, escape and evade immediately and contact your supervisors. Do not engage with him in any way whatsoever. Our analysts are already working hard to locate him. If you have any information, pass it along immediately. Finally, some more pleasant news. Fairies have been returning to suburban gardens during the lockdown after nearly 100 years. Some find them delightful, and to others they are an invasive pest. All personnel are instructed not to use weed killer or rat poison if they discover they have been infested with fairies. We don't want another incident. If you discover a nest on your premises, contact your supervisor to have them humanely extracted and rehomed. This concludes the first bulletin. Remember our 3-point plan. Keep the secrets. Protect the realm from the secrets. Use the secrets against our enemies. Good night.